In this video, I'm going to be breaking down an AI agent that we built specifically for pest control companies and more specifically for their service manager role. So if I bounce over here real quick, I've got a breakdown of what a service manager actually does at a pest control company to give you a better idea of what their responsibilities are, what the role actually does, and then you'll see better how we actually automate a lot of that role to make them more efficient and be able to handle 2-3 times as many customers so the company can grow and scale without having to constantly add headcount. Typically in these companies, that middle management layer is where they have the hardest time finding people, training people, managing and retaining good employees for things like service management, dispatcher, project coordination, and all those types of roles. So a service manager at a pest control company is the person who runs the service side of the branch day to day. So they make sure technicians are scheduled correctly, jobs get done right, customers stay happy, and the branch hits its service numbers. So things like assigning routes, rebalancing technician schedules, deal with callouts, reschedules, urgent infestations, and route gaps, and a whole bunch of other stuff like handling customer issues, quality control, keep the branch operational, own service performance. And again, a lot of the stuff that they do can be automated. So real quick, I'll jump over here and give you an idea of how this works. So instead of a service manager jumping in here and each day or getting on their computer and each day going to a bunch of different tools and systems like their emails, their project management, their phone system, all the other stuff that they have to use each day, we built this agent so they just work right through here. Now, the cool thing about this isn't just a chat, and you can see you can communicate this. You can chat back and forth with it like you would ChatGPT or some other company like a Claude or something like that. But this is actually going to be connected to those other software tools or email or whatever they use. So instead of having to use all those systems, this agent actually works through those things. So for example, you get in here and the first thing you'll see up in the right is open tasks. So you'll see that there are 3 waiting tasks. So if I click open tasks, you'll see right here, backfill move for Harper Dental. What happened? Oak Ridge Bistro canceled and opened same day capacity on Taylor's route. So Taylor is one of the technicians ready to review. So now it's suggesting something that we could do to optimize one of those routes. So Katie, which is the name of the AI agent, staged Harper Rental as the cleanest backfill, held Bennett home in reserve, and prepared the release path. So you click open task. Now what this is doing is it's opening that task within the chat. And from there, you're able to actually click approve. Now, once you approve it, it's going to show you exactly what it did. So now it reassigned Taylor to that Midtown medical row, sent SMS notification to Harper Dental, and also sent an SMS notification to Taylor. So this actually went and did the work that a technician would have done. And you can see I did that in seconds compared to a technician would usually have to say, okay, now I got to find the number for Harper Dental. I got to compose a text message for them. I got to send that out. Then I got to bounce over. Then I got to text Taylor and let him know, answer his questions. But instead, this system does it all for them. So now I'll do another example right here. We've got route density. So this is now realizing, hey, there's a better way to structure the routes for our technicians. So we'll click open. It'll explain what it's trying to do. It's loading. So now we see, okay, move beacon storage from the long deadhead path onto Marco's central route, free Jasmine to protect the West Belt and cut unnecessary drive time. And now click approve. And it said, reassigned Marco to Central District, reassigned Jasmine to Far West Leg, sent SMS to beacon storage, boom. So again, it's just doing all of this stuff in seconds that usually would take a service manager minutes or, sometimes half an hour to an hour just to do each of these tasks. And now it's done automatically. So before the service managers were going in here, a customer would cancel, a hole opens in Tech 2's route, office has to notice it. Sometimes they miss it. Someone has to look for another job that fits. They have to check location, timing, technician fit, text and call a customer, wait for a response, update the route, notify the tech. Now they're jumping between schedules, customer records, route maps, text and calls, technician updates. And what usually happens is the slot slits open for too long, tech loses a stop, route gets looser, office gets buried, revenue gets left on the table. Now, after the customer cancels, agent detects it immediately. Agent finds the best fit replacement job. It drafts the customer message, prepares the route update. The human approves, which is what you just saw over there. When you click approve, the slot gets filled and the tech keeps a full route. So now the office is just reviewing the recommendation, approving the move, and handling very high level exceptions that only they can handle. Now, the result is open slots are filled faster, more stops per tech, less wasted drive and payroll time, and less manual schedule juggling. So again, the whole purpose of this is to take a service manager and make them significantly more effective, because now we're removing tons of wasted time in that service manager's day. Like they don't need to write every single message handwritten, because we're able to train the bot and the agent to understand how these messages should be sent out. We're able to give it examples of previous messages that were sent out, so we know that they're high quality messages. And all of this is just going to lead to a more effective service manager, which means they can handle more revenue, which means the pest control company is going to be more profitable.